Recapping yesterday's video. First off, just have to say the slip did cash with this Anthony Joshua fight. Went way over, obviously, the free square. So that's going to give us a 3x on the slip. It's a +2 units. And then I had the suspicion that our hockey play was going to somehow chalk us. Shane just goes over by 1 shot on goal. Even Towns was a pretty sweaty pick, but that ended up cashing. Somehow these NHL plays keep selling our slips. It's very annoying. But yeah, so that pretty much just gives us a +1 unit on both the slips, right? If you just take the +2 units minus that unit. So you're still in the green there, but man, it's just so annoying when these NHL plays costing our slips, even though the tool and all the data said that his under was heavily favored across the market. So I did have to play that. I could have taken a replacement pick, but you know, I can't doubt the tool. Sometimes it's gonna hit, sometimes it won't, but those are the ones that we gotta play. Good part of the video, we're gonna just start with another fresh slate and get into the tools here that I'm using from Parlayers. We got the player prop optimizer and the sharp money tool. The optimizer compares the Prizepicks lines back to the sports books and other apps like Prizepicks, so we could see where we're getting the best value and discrepancies among their lines. And we also have the sharp money tool comparing it back to peer-to-peer exchanges, so you're betting against sharp bettors that have sophisticated models to price these lines, and we really want to be following their directions. Pretty much it for that. I'm gonna see right away if they have this play. Beautiful. So they have one of the plays straight from the optimizer that they're kind of bumping up and down from 9.5 to 7.5, because that's the price on the market is really that 7.5, 8.5 mark. But if you see here the Spears play from this Titans game, his longest rush line, this is again a bit more of a niche market, but it is popping up as a 61% favorite, and I could already tell it's because the line is so off from the 9.5, right? If you're just going to BetMGM, ESPN Bet, they both have him priced at 7.5, and if you even go on Flip, they have him as a favorite to go for 8 or less as his longest rush. So this 9.5 is going to be a huge play for us that we can get in. Again, I gotta move quick because they've been a bit stingy on this prop in particular, bumping it back down to 7.5, which probably should be his true price according to the market. But it's awesome that we're getting him here as a purple play to start off the video. And I'm going to see if they have, okay, so they also have him on Profit X, and we could see here that the sharp bettors also agree with the house's decision here, as they have, or they're pricing this over at a +111, meaning that the favorite play is going to be on. We got no other apps offering this line at 9.5, so we could assume it's been discounted or removed on other platforms like Prizepicks. That's another check. And then we got another check with Profit X having is over the direction that we want to fade, because it's an underdog, right? So we got 3 checks on the first play. Beautiful play to start the slip. Is there another play? I think they had a discount or something. Okay, so it's still 5 hours. It's good. If the game was starting soon, I wouldn't have thrown this in, because then you guys couldn't get it in. But I will get in this Caleb Williams play. Again, whenever I see a promo on Prizepicks, especially in this video, it helps me out just to, you know, throw it in the slip. Only because we're getting good discrepancies, guys. Just like the Anthony Joshua play. It's a free square. You have to take it. These, I know some people are still going to complain like, oh, whatever, he might not hit. That's true. But when we're getting an, 22 pass yard discrepancy from his original line, this is super plus EV, a positive expected value pick, because we're getting that huge discount from his original market line. So we're going to have to take this. You'd be very silly not to, especially if you're playing a lot of volume on these apps like Prizepicks, like you should be doing anyway. This is one that you have to get in whenever they give these discounts. And on top of it, I checked the spread. I believe the Bears are, I'm not sure who's favored in this game, but I know it's like a 1 or 2 point spread, which means, you know, the tighter the spread is, the closer the game should be, you know, the closer the game's projected to be. And that means that it's better just for offensive stats and if you're taking overs and everything, because both teams are going to be fighting out for the W. And, you know, Caleb's going to have to throw if they want a chance of winning this game against Green Bay. So this is a discount anyway, and it I guess, you know, it checks out having the 22-yard discrepancy in our favor. We're gonna have to play that, so I won't have to look too far here. Another slip where we get a promo and we can just chuck in 2 from the tool that I'm liking a lot. So we're gonna run this Brandon Miller play, rebound sign under 4.5. He's a -134 market consensus favorite. His overs a +115 on Novig. I'm gonna go back to the optimizer just to see what's between the 2 plays, and again -134, but they don't have him either on Underdog Fantasy or DraftKings Pick 6. Again, probably removed or discounted on either of those platforms. I'm liking this play though. I know the Hornets are fully loaded in this game against the Pistons, so they got, what's his name, Kalkbrenner at the 5. They have Miles Bridges at the 4, and then we have that extra support from our sharp money tool. Our sharp bettors here telling us that his overs a +115, so his under is going to be a massive favorite in this game. And on top, he is a starter, like I said, so he might not see too low. I know the Pistons are heavy favorites in this game. Obviously, the Hornets are a bit poverty right now, but I think they're like underdogs in the spread. So that's not a good sign if you want to take overs on starters in that game. So it will be good for taking an under. So hopefully that proves true. Let me see Brandon Miller. Tell me they bumped him. He's here. There was just too many Brandons on the screen at once. This is fine here. Brandon Miller, 4.5 rebounds. Going to take his under. Again, hopefully that projection proves true from the market, saying that we applaud from the Pistons. So as usual, the starters won't see too much of the court, therefore decreasing Miller's rebound opportunities. So quick recap before anything gets bumped. I'm going to get this out as soon as possible for you guys. We got Spears from this Titans game, 9.5 longest rush. Most of the market setting him at 7.5, and his overs a heavy underdog on the exchanges. Caleb Williams promo, 22 pass yards discrepancy. There's not much to say here. It's obviously a play that we got to take just because it's a good discount from his original line. And Brandon Miller under 4.5 rebounds. Again, heavy plus line to his over on the exchanges. And we got a lot of books that are saying he's either a -130 or stronger to his under 4.5. So this is going to be an all under slip. I'm going to run it for 6x. I am limited. You're more than welcome to max out the promo here on Caleb Williams, whatever you could put dollars. But as always, don't burn your unit size on one slip. All the links to the tools and my socials where I post free plays and breakdowns from the tools will be in the description of this video. You guys should check it out right after this, and I will see you in the next one. Take it easy.